welcome to Dial It Up. It's been quite a long time since I've been able to actually get one of these out. Now, I did mention earlier on that these weren't going to be as frequent as some of our other shows, and they were only going to pop up as were needed. Now, that being said, this is still a little bit later than it probably should have been, as there are two different topics that I want to go over in this episode and in next week's episode. So starting off is actually the watch list. And now I'm not going to go over what characters got changed and stuff. This is the Q4 watch list. So this actually happened about 5 or so months ago. The big thing that came out of the watch list in regards to a show like Dial It Up is that they did change how standard powers are defined. Now, what I mean by that is that previously, when you had a power, special ability, a trait, what have you, that said, that affected, say, attack powers, or movement powers, or defense power, damage powers, it only ever referred to those that were physically printed on the dial, not powers that you were getting from other characters or equipment or resources. So a lot of this became relevant in last year's meta with Unimind, who was able to take powers from his sidelined characters, and those were powers that Silver Bullet characters like the Green Arrow, the Dark Knight Rises Green Arrow, couldn't get through, because while his ability says that hit characters can't use defense powers, that's only going to be the defense power that is sitting on his dial, not what he's getting from his sideline characters. So he wasn't as easy to one-shot as most characters are when you put a green arrow on the board against them. Now, part of what they did for the watch list was that now, whenever you have a power like green arrows that says defense power, damage power, attack power, speed power, it means anything from the pack that character can use, regardless of the source. So now that Green Arrow has gone back to basically being able to do what he was supposed to do and take away your defenses. The man is holding a kryptonite bow and arrow. That was the whole thing about it, and why he got that power. So now going up against, say, something like Unimind, who's using the Invincible from one of his sideline characters, he now can't use that because of this redefining of what standard powers mean. So we finally get to go back to characters like that who are finally going to function the way that they should be and were intended to function, but the rules didn't really match up to it. And this is actually a fantastic change when it comes down to it, because with their efforts to streamline the rules and to move forward to make this easier and more accessible and have less thought put into power interactions, it makes more sense that when you have a character that says, oh, you can't use defense powers, that's all defense powers. It doesn't matter whether it's on your dial or a possessor is given a relic or resource or equipment. I'm using all these old words that aren't even in modern age anymore. It doesn't, regardless, it doesn't matter where this stuff is coming from, you now can't use it. Fantastic. But if you guys do have any comments, questions, or concerns in regards to this change to standard powers, just let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys next time for another episode of Dial It Up.